Welcome to another demonstration video from Washington Street Studios, a community pottery studio and gallery located in Harpers Ferry, West Virginia. Washington Street Studios offers 24-hour access to a community ceramic studio, featuring a throwing studio, fully equipped hand-building studio, a surface decoration studio that includes a spray booth, and firing options for raku, reduction firing, pit firing, and Cone 6 electric. If you are looking for a creative environment, please check out our website to learn more about studio memberships.
I'm going to be showing you how to transfer a slip. You can see some of the finished pieces here. The stencils we're going to be using, you can get them from most craft stores. They're called, again, they're called silkscreen stencils. The first step that we're going to do is we're going to take our silkscreen stencil and we're going to print with Underglaze onto some newspaper or newsprint. And you can't tell, but I'm using a little bit of a drier part of the Underglaze up towards the cap, because if it's too thin, it'll sort of run and bleed. So you just need to use a bit of a thicker Underglaze application, and I'm going to spread it with a stiff brush onto my newsprint. Next, we're going to peel away that stencil to reveal our outline that we've got. And we need to let that dry for just a few minutes. So I have another one prepped here that's been drying for maybe about 5 minutes, just till the sheen of that Underglaze is gone from that black outline. Because what I'm going to do next is layer another color over, and I don't want it to smear. So I'm going to take my orange Underglaze, again, a little bit of a thicker Underglaze texture, and I'm going to paint over top of that black outline. We're kind of working backwards now from the outline's going to eventually end up being the top of the stencil as we apply it to our piece. And we're also then going to let this Underglaze dry before we apply the next step, which is the slip. And so the next one has been drying for another maybe 5 minutes. Again, that Underglaze has sort of lost its sheen, it's dry to the touch, and that means it's ready for the slip, the transfer slip, to be applied. And this is just a regular porcelain slip, a white slip. We want it to be a little bit on the thicker side, maybe a yogurt consistency. And we're going to brush a very thin layer over top of that design. Again, you can see that sheen, and so that means it's obviously a little bit too wet for this next step. So we're going to give that a few minutes to dry as well. If you're in a hurry, you can always use a hairdryer or a fan. And we're going to let that dry for a few minutes, again, till we've lost that sheen, and then we know it's ready and it's not going to smear when we apply it to our leather hard piece. And sometimes if it's been drying too much, you can dampen it with a sponge just to make sure it's a little tacky, so that it'll adhere. Okay, and so again, this is a leather hard clay. Because the slip is that last layer, anything that you would apply slip on normally, that's kind of the texture, the clay consistency that you want. If it's too dry, it won't stick, but if it's too wet, it might smear. So you want that maybe soft leather hard, and you're going to take a sponge and dampen that as well. We want both surfaces to be just a little bit tacky, so that that slipped back stencil can really adhere well. Get some of that surface water off. We're going to take that stencil that's been drying for a few minutes. We're going to lay it over top of our piece. And the next step is we are going to take our fingers, or sometimes you can use a rib if you'd like, and you're going to smooth that down and really let it have a chance to adhere to the clay piece underneath. Be careful not to rip the paper as you spread, so have a bit of a gentle touch Occasionally you can peel back the stencil to make sure it's sticking, and if it hasn't stuck yet, you need to sort of go over that piece again. Maybe apply a little bit of water just to increase that sticking. And once you feel like you've smoothed it enough and you are confident that all those edges have stuck down well, you are going to begin the process to kind of peel it back slowly. So you want to make sure if you need to put the paper back and get an edge that was missed, you can sort of reattach it there. And if you'll see the design getting revealed, it's nice and intact there. And as you saw, we kind of have that last layer. The first layer that we applied is now that top layer, that black design as the outline with the underglaze over top.
Thanks for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And consider becoming a patron of our channel. Visit www.patreon.com and search for the Potter's Roundtable. Any amount you give will support the creation of a digital library of educational videos and podcasts to support artists, potters, and educators now and into the future. If you would like more information about our membership studio, classes, events, and multimedia productions at Washington Street Studios, visit our website at www.hfclay.com.
Today we're going to learn how to make slip transfers using vinyl cut stencils, and you can buy these at the store or you can create them yourself if you have a Cricut cutting machine. And this is an example of the stencil that's been applied using a blue slip on these stencils. The first step is to take some newsprint and get a nice clean print of our stencil. And what I'll be using here is slip. I found that the slip works much better for these open stencils. And we need a bit of a thick slip. If you can see, this is quite thick. And this is going to help the slip material not to bleed through. And that's kind of what we want. We want a nice clean print here. And we have a bit of a stiff brush. I'm going to apply this slip to the stencil. Next, we're going to lift it off to see how our print fared, and it looks pretty good here on our newspaper. Again, this will be a blue slip when fired. And it has a little bit of a sheen to it, and it's still obviously very wet, so we need to wait till it stiffens up before we try and print it on our piece. Otherwise, the design will smush. And so we're going to wait just a few minutes. I have one prepared that's probably been drying for about maybe 10 minutes, and you can kind of see that most of the sheen is gone. I did just re-sponge it just to make it a little bit tacky. However, it's still not transferring onto my finger, so I know that it shouldn't smush when I try to apply it to the piece. And the piece is a piece of soft leather hard clay that I'm going to moisten just a little bit, just to create, again, a little bit of tackiness. I want the print and the pot to have just a little bit of a tacky surface. Next, I'm going to place my stenciled slip right onto the piece. The nice thing about transferring it onto the newsprint is you can wrap it around round surfaces. You're not sort of limited to a flat surface with these stencil prints, which is really nice. I'm going to take my rib now, and I'm just going to lightly lay that stencil slip down onto the piece. And depending on how long you wait for the slip to dry could determine how much it sticks or doesn't stick. So you might have to test that a little bit to find the perfect consistency for the clay that you're attaching it to. So sometimes that relationship needs to be in place as well between the tacky slip and the tacky surface of the pot. You're going to keep checking to make sure that the print has attached down to the clay as you peel away. If you need to, you can lightly tap down some of those raised surfaces. And then we're going to have a nice white background here with this clay with our blue slip print.
Thanks for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. And consider becoming a patron of our channel. Visit www.patreon.com and search for the Potter's Roundtable. Any amount you give will support the creation of a digital library of educational videos and podcasts to support artists, potters, and educators now and into the future.